Hi, welcome to Budget MTG Decks. All magic fun, all cards under $1. Now we all like playing with tokens. Why? Because it gives us that creature advantage that we want so much. However, if we take that to the extreme, we're left with part 2 of 5 infinite token combos. You won't believe our budget.
Combo 1, Sporemound and Limb Claim. For this combo, we're going to need Sporemound. Sporemound is a 3/3 fungus that states that whenever a land enters the battlefield under our control, we put a 1/1 green sapperling creature token onto the battlefield. We're also going to need Life and Limb. Life and Limb is a 4-mana enchantment that states that all forests and all sapperlings are 1/1 green sapperling creatures and forest lands in addition to their other types. Finally, we're going to need Nature's Claim, a 1-mana instant that allows us to destroy an enchantment. To make the combo go off, we're going to start with Sporemound and Life and Limb on the battlefield. This means that all forests and sapperlings are both sapperlings and forest lands. Next, we simply play a land. This triggers Sporemound, and we put a 1/1 green sapperling forest land creature token onto the battlefield. As this token is a land, Sporemound triggers again, and we must repeat this process an infinite number of times. To make sure we don't draw the game, we then cast Nature's Claim when we feel we have enough tokens and destroy Life and Limb to break the combo. Combo 2, Patrol Vow Heartstone. For this combo, we're going to need Patrol Signaler. Patrol Signaler is a 1/1 Kitkin Soldier, which can untap for 2 mana to put a 1/1 white Kitkin Soldier creature token onto play. We're also going to need Utopia Vow, which is a 2-mana aura, which allows the creature to tap to add 1 mana of any color to our mana pool. And we're also going to need Heartstone, which allows activated abilities of creatures to cost 1 less to activate. So, to make the combo go off, we're going to need Patrol Signaler enchanted with Utopia Vow and Heartstone on the battlefield. Next, we're going to tap Patrol Signaler to give us a white mana using Utopia Vow. We will now use this white mana to untap Patrol Signaler and put a 1/1 white Kitkin Soldier token onto the battlefield. Remember that Patrol Signaler's ability only costs 1 white mana as we have Heartstone on the battlefield. Now we can repeat this process as many times as we wish for an infinite number of tokens. Combo 3, Enduring Blood Slumlord. For this combo, we're going to need Enduring Renewal. Now, Enduring Renewal is a 4-mana enchantment that states that whenever a creature is put into our graveyard from play, we either return it to our hand. We're also going to need Blood Pet. Blood Pet costs 1 black mana, and we can sacrifice it to itself to add 1 black mana to our mana pool. And finally, we need Ogre Slumlord. Ogre Slumlord is a 3/3 Ogre Rogue that states that whenever another non-token creature dies, we get to put a 1/1 black rat creature token onto the battlefield. So, to make the combo go off, we're going to start with all the cards on the battlefield. Next, we're going to sacrifice the Blood Pet, giving us 1 black mana. This triggers our Ogre Slumlord, and we get a 1/1 black rat token. As the Blood Pet hits the graveyard, Enduring Renewal triggers, and the Blood Pet gets returned to our hand, where we can use our 1 black mana once again to recast Blood Pet. At this point, we're going to repeat the process as many times as we wish for an infinite number of 1/1 rats. Combo 4, Clock Golem Turbine. For this combo, we're going to need Clock of Omens. Now, Clock of Omens allows us to tap 2 untapped artifacts we control to untap target artifact. We're also going to need Battered Golem that states that whenever an artifact comes into play, we get to untap Battered Golem. And finally, we're going to need Mirror Turbine. Mirror Turbine can tap to give us a 1/1 colorless Mirror Artifact creature token. So, to make the combo go off, we're going to start with all the cards on the battlefield. Next, we're going to tap Mirror Turbine to put a 1/1 colorless artifact Mirror token onto the battlefield. Then we're going to use our Clock of Omens to tap our new 1/1 artifact token and Battered Golem to untap our Mirror Turbine. We can now tap our Mirror Turbine once again to give us a 1/1 artifact token, which, when it enters the battlefield, untaps our Battered Golem, and we can use the Clock of Omens again to tap the new token and Battered Golem to once again untap Mirror Turbine. At this point, we can continue to do this as often as we want for an infinite number of 1/1 colorless Mirror Artifact creature tokens. Combo 5, Axebane from the Queen. For this combo, we're going to need Axebane Guardian. Now, Axebane Guardian is a 0/3 defender, which can tap to give us X mana in any combination of colors to our mana pool, where X is the number of creatures with defender we control. We're also going to need Freed from the Real, which is a 3-mana aura, which allows us to pay a blue to untap enchanted creature. We're also going to need Wall of Vines, which is simply a 0/3 defender. And finally, we're going to need And Queen, which is a 5/5 insect, which allows us to pay 2 mana to put a 1/1 green insect creature token onto the battlefield. So, to make the combo go off, we're going to start with Axebane Guardian enchanted with Freed from the Real on the battlefield. together with Wall of Vines and our End Queen. Next, we're going to tap our Axebane Guardian to produce a blue and a green mana. Axebane Guardian produces 2 mana as we control 2 creatures with Defender. Now we're going to use the blue mana to untap Axebane Guardian using Freed from the Real, and we're going to save the 1 green mana. Now we're going to repeat this process as many times as we like for an infinite amount of green mana. We can now put that mana into End Queen and produce as many 1/1 green insect creature tokens as we wish.
Well, those were another 5 infinite token combos. You won't believe our budget. Remember, the cards we use are $1 less, so it's not too expensive to try them out. Remember that also these combos are not a lot of fun to play against, so be careful when you use them. Now we're going to ask you to join us on Facebook, on Twitter, and to subscribe to us on this channel, because it allows us to make more of these top 5 videos, and we can interact with each other there. You can ask us questions, all that good stuff. Well, thanks for watching. I'm David. This was Budget MTG Decks.